Peter Obi, a word for Rotimi Amici. I strongly believe that it is Peter Obi for Nigeria, or we remain where we are, with all the lacks. We remain perpetually backwards, poverty stricken in the midst of plenty, a very rich country with poor people. When they talk about a coalition of politician parties, of opposition parties to foster a common front, not just to unseat President Tinubu, but to have a Nigeria of the dream of the common man, greeted the airways, those of us who are not politicians, heave a deep sigh of relief and prayed earnestly that the Nigerian factor should not affect the decision. Without belaboring this write-up, I want to suggest to the coalition the closest way to victory without any bias. If they mean well for this country and want to get the support of Nigerians, it is to work for power to remain in the South for the next 4 years, so that the South can complete its 8 years before power returns to the North for exercising good conscience and against the background of Nigerians yearning for change. The power should go to the Southeast. This will complete us as one Nigeria that we have been preaching. Bearing all odds, bearing peer hatred and jealousy, Peter Obi, with his outstanding showing in 2023, should lead the pack from the East. Nigerians ought not to look far to get a presidential candidate for the coalition. This is because, aside the good showing of winning the last election, he has shown by his utterances and actions that he means well for the nation. In a country where the oppressed are united in what they want, Obi's emergence as a presidential candidate should ordinarily not be a problem. But the disunity amongst the common Nigerians has become the strength of the oppressors, and I fear that if we miss this opportunity, we may have lost an opportunity to free ourselves from our oppressors. I can see our brother, Rotimi Amici, running up and down, not necessarily to undo Peter Obi, but to seek opportunity to lead the coalition as a presidential candidate. I gathered from a reliable source that he was in the Labour Party to become the presidential candidate, which pushed Obi to make the statement that he may still want to run under the Labour Party. It is a free world, no doubt, but at the point we are in Nigeria, if we fail to admit our strengths and weaknesses, or pretend that we do not know our rating, then we are doomed. It is clear that if Rotimi Amechi succeeds to become the coalition's presidential candidate and push Peter Obi away, I fear to say that the beneficial I fear to say that I fear to say that the hope of the common man for a desired and beneficial change is gone forever as APC remain in power beyond 2027. I will end this by appealing to all well-meaning Nigerians who desire a genuine change and a working country to go with the following first. We need to work to see Peter Obi emerge as the next president of Nigeria. 2. The Southeast, the East should move to seek power by this time round. By playing politics of brotherliness, seeking the understanding of each other and other sections of the country to support them, because power is not gotten on a platter. Thirdly, Nigerians should work to achieve the politics of inclusiveness and give it this time to the Igbo man. Finally, Peter Obi should accept that he will do one term of 4 years to enable power to return to the north after his 4-year term. I urge the South and all Nigerians of goodwill, including our dear President, Bola Tinubu, who has fought all his life for democracy, to work for the Igbo man to be given a chance to govern this country. May God give our President the largeness of heart to champion this democratic ideal for one Nigeria. Now, let's see what other people have to say about this. This is very true. If Tinubu must be unseated, which I believe is very possible, the coalition presidential candidate should be Mr. Peter Obi. The 2027 presidential candidate election will be a walkover. Three factors worked for Peter Obi in the 2023 presidential election, and those factors are not going to be available in the 2027 presidential election. NSAS, the church, and the APC itself. The APC party worked against a party by using CBN, military, the police. 34 ministers worked against Tinubu. The APC chairman refuses to release funds for mobilization. CBN factors. The NSAS also took away our youth, and thank God the NSAS did not reach the northern part. The church were against the Muslim ticket. A very wise saying, and to warn the Igbos stepbrothers, the South South, I which Amechi and Wike are trying to sabotage Obi, the only outstanding man to bring a real new Nigeria. Let's ration the tenure to 4 each, as Tinubu should work around Obi to use for tenure, accordingly to the North and the South progressively. A real one Nigeria will be better for the country, as Igbos should be supported, but Nigeria may not get the opportunity from a man like Obi. Fronting Peter Obi in 2027 will not fly. Reasons being that the South just needed only 4 years to complete their own rights, and the Southeast cannot afford to take only 4 years, having denied power all this time. So my candid opinion to the coalition is that they should join forces and front a candidate from the South South or Southwest that will accept to do only the 8 years, then return power to the North. Then by 2037, everybody will be forced to ensure power is shifted from the South East. Well, these people have all given their opinions on this. Make sure to leave your opinions in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And make sure to turn on notifications so you can be notified when you upload daily content here on this channel.